computer just in case anyone missed it. Okay, here we go. Share my screen. Sorry, my phone keeps ringing. You guys all see that? Good, perfect, thank you. Okay, so June 24th, we're like a week away from July. It's gonna be the holiday soon. It's pretty crazy. I can't believe how time has flown by. And the good news, and I'm gonna start with the best news, phase 2 started in New York City on Monday. We've been having tons of people going out. We've been having lots of action. We'll get to it in the good news, but we had like a number of leases signed, we've got contracts out, we've got people working, and I really think that what we have is that we have a kind of pent-up demand, right? The inventory that was out there, that was sitting out there, is going. There are multiple offers on places we've been hearing about. Rentals, especially with outdoor space, are flying off the shelves. So there are tons of opportunities out there for people who are looking to kind of make some money and stuff like that. So does anyone else have any good news they would like to share? And again, we'll talk about listings at the end, so anything listing related we can save, but any good personal news or anything like that? Going once, going twice. Well, hopefully you're enjoying the ridiculously hot weather. So that's something that's good. So Amelia Earhart, the most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is mere tenacity. You know, I like to come up with these quotes sometimes, or I don't come up with them, but to put them in here, just do something, right? That's my biggest thing. And my July thing is just do it. It's going to be Nike. You know, there are so many opportunities out there. There's so many ways of making money in real estate. If you're not doing anything and if you're not making money, I blame you 100%, because we have the tools, we have the resources, we have the leads, and if you're not doing anything, that's your fault, right? It's a tough love situation, but we're here to support you. And if you don't know what to say, if you don't know what to do, I'm here, Annabelle's here, you know, Doug's here to help with your clients, getting them pre-approved, helping repair their credit potentially. Jamie's here if they need a mortgage, or how to kind of get them to be able to work on getting those kind of things. So we have a great team. We have all the things you could possibly need to be successful in real estate. If you're not doing anything with it, that's on you. So just start working, and we're here to help you. Again, June birthdays. Michelle's was on Monday, and Stephanie Tersos is next week. So happy birthday to Stephanie coming up. We do have a new agent, Indira Pazos. She is starting. She's just starting out. She just is relicensed with us. She currently is working with a company called Best Match Realty in the Bronx. And so she does a lot of stuff uptown in the Bronx, and in Inwood and in Harlem. So if you have any clients looking to work up there, she's pretty experienced. So she's going to be joining us, and hopefully she'll be at our next meeting. So again, as a plug, if you need anyone along the way, if there's anyone you're like, wow, I think they'd be great for the team, great to work with us, definitely let us know. So again, just as a reminder, and I sent this out on Friday, but I will continue to kind of push it and to repeat this. Anytime you meet with a client, you get a client, you have someone you're looking to work with, whatever it is, you can get these 3 disclosure forms signed from day 1, right? And getting it signed from day 1 will make it much easier. These disclosure forms are going to be required for any payment to be made, anything to happen in terms of, you know, you getting compensated. And again, we can be in trouble if we don't have these. So we have the agency disclosure form, which you should all know, the fair housing form, and the COVID disclosure form. And again, we need all 3 of those signed by whoever we're working with, you know, before we're actually, you know, working with them. So it's a good first practice, right? It's a good thing to do at the beginning, to just say, hey, here are the forms that we're going to need. I just want to make sure that you understand I'm working on your behalf. This is the agency disclosure form. Fair housing means that I'm not going to tell you to live in a place or not to live in a place. I'm going to be listening to you and kind of what you're looking for. So that's great. And the COVID disclosure, again, if you get them to sign at the beginning, we have our form. A lot of people are using the revenue forms as well. Whatever it is, just always defer to the listing agent, right? Whatever form they ask to be signed is the one that has to be signed to show that property. So if it's our property, we're using our disclosure form. If it's a best match real estate, we're using their disclosure form. Or if they don't have one, use ours, but it's going to be signed. And the packet that I sent out has them all together in one form that's fillable. So you can type into it, you can send it to them, they can sign it. Most people can sign it on their iPhones. It's pretty easy. You can put it into DocuSign. Everyone gets a free month subscription to DocuSign. You can use it, send it by DocuSign. The month after, what do? Hey, second email address, you can use that. So there are ways of doing this that make it easy. For anyone who has their license in New Jersey, I know a lot of the MLSs have a signature software built into them, so you can just use that software. And again, hopefully by the end of this year, we're going to be having one built into my Weichert and things like that. So this is the fair housing. On the right, the disclosure form, and on the left is the little page that we give to them. Again, it just tells them that if they feel like we're violating fair housing, that they're able to report us and that they know that there are resources for them. So it's just to make sure that people know how they can be discriminated against and what we do to prevent that from happening. And again, if you have any questions about this, please let me know. Again, we're getting this signed by anyone that we're working with. So if we're working with the landlord, when we get the listing, boom, have it signed. If you're working with a tenant, when you first meet them, boom, have it signed. If you're working with the buyer, seller, same thing. So if you have any questions about that, again, please feel free to reach out. Let me know, I can answer it. These forms you have to keep for 3 years. The disclosure forms, 7 years. So again, just keep a file of everyone you've worked with and keep them in there. And again, the COVID disclosure, same thing. It's just giving information and saying that they haven't been in contact with anyone who's tested positive in the last 14 days and things like that. Insurance update. I'm going to pass the baton over to Jamie.
Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Insurance is, moving forward. We're actually, I think the date for everything for a lot of people, I don't know if it's New York too, is July 13th is when we're actually allowed to go back to our office 2 days a week for everyone. So I will be home for 3, at the office for 2, starting the week of July 13th. I think they're going to have us at 40% capacity when we go back. Still doing the free money. If anyone wants a quote, more than happy to take the time and work something up for you. If you have not had me do that yet, or if you do not have your insurance currently with us, I'd love to be able to take a look. It's free for you. In fact, you make money for me doing work for you. And I thank everyone who has been sending your clients to me to work on the insurance. I really do appreciate it. I'm here to help you, help your clients, and I promise you I will do the best that I possibly can for them. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Jamie. And again, I can do another plug. I had a insurance that we needed for something, and I got quotes from a bunch of different places. Jamie gave us a quote, and it was about $600 a year savings from going from Jamie. So there are great options out there, and it's always worth, especially for your own personal stuff. But I can tell you all the clients that I've given him, and I think other people can speak for this, have been extremely happy with his service and with the rates that he's able to get for them. So again, Jamie's there for homeowners insurance, for renters insurance, for car insurance, for basically anything but health insurance. So. And Doug, pass it along to you.
Good morning. Just want to give you a brief update on interest rates. Retail's coming back, which is good for the economy. Unemployment is still not so great right now, which is not great for the economy, but it actually does have a positive impact on interest rates. So interest rates are still at record lows, especially for the conforming bucket. This is loans under $510,000. They're literally the lowest they've ever been as of a couple weeks ago. So we're dealing in money that's long-term money in the low threes. If somebody wanted to pay a point, they could be under 3. This is with condo, single family, things like that. Co-op is a little bit, the pricing's a little different. But the bottom line is rates are very good. Our turn times are also very good, certainly in comparison to other lenders. We're commonly closing loans, purchase loans in less than 60 days. That's the norm. We could do it quicker if need be, if everything works out. And I know some of the other banks are way behind us in that regard. So that's probably in a way more important than anything is just getting the loan closed. So if you have any buyer you want me to pre-approve, just let me know. It's no problem. As open houses start to happen again, if you need open house sheets or anything else from me, let me know that too. And that's basically it.
Thank you, Doug. Through these things, again,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, I was going to say that I think this.
Yeah, there's some charts here. Basically, this is talking about the 30-year fixed rate. This is the Freddie Mac survey, and right now the 30-year fixed rate is 3.13 with 0.6 points. If you back out the points, you're at roughly 3.25, and that's when I say if you're depending on the scenario, if you wanted to pay a point, you could be down below 3. So I never thought I'd see money below 3 in my lifetime, and I've been doing this a long time, but that's where we are. And of course, the 15-year is even cheaper than that. 15-year is, around 2.8 or something along those lines. So money is very, very cheap.
Awesome.
The app is a great way, especially right now when we're, sort of virtual. It's a great way to engage with your customers. It's marketing that you don't have to pay for. If anyone doesn't have it, let me know. I think I've sent an invitation to most everybody. It's free marketing for you. Weichert Financial pays for it and enables you to engage with your customer. Also, if you have somebody that was kind of lukewarm but starts to heat up and they're searching again, if they're using the app to do certain calculations, I can let you know that. So you kind of have a heads up as to maybe a good time to contact them. So the app is, a lot of people have had great success with it. So if you haven't really been using it, give it a try.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've been doing the call sessions with you guys. I don't know how many people have been doing it. I've been doing it every week. I've gotten a lot out of it. Actually, I was able to turn around a refinance lead. The guy decided he wanted to sell, and I turned around. This was a property in northern New York, but I was able to turn it over to an agent. So, the all under one roof does work in both directions. But the call session, I don't know how many of you have been doing it, but I found it to be very worthwhile in just networking. What I've said before is if you're looking for a reason to call a previous client, you can mention that rates are very low, extremely low, the lowest they've ever been for certain pockets. And, you're giving them valuable information. I can help them if they're interested in finding out, more about refinancing. And of course, maybe they're telling you they want to sell or something. So it's a good way. It's a good reason to reach out in any case.
Awesome. Thank you.
And then the trivia question of the week, what is the approximate principal and interest payment on $300,000 on a 30-year mortgage at 3.25? So the choices are A, 1,300, B, 1,500, C, 1,700, or D, 1,900. How much does the principal and interest cost per month on a $300,000 loan at 3.25? Does anyone have any guesses? Anybody? A, B, C, or D?
Tasha, what do you think?
17.
17?
Anybody else?
I'd say A.
15.
It's almost a little bit of a trick question because it's actually a little bit less than B. It's sort of between A and B. B is the closest answer, so I guess that's considered right, but it's actually a little cheaper than that right now. So, 3.25, $300,000, less than $1,500 a month. So it's a pretty good deal.
Again, just want to put this out there. Anyone who hasn't been on a meeting in a while, anyone who, I don't think Annabelle's on here. Anyone who doesn't have Annabelle's information stored, please put this in your phone, right? Annabelle is our MTS, our marketing and technology specialist. She can help you with anything that you need. If you need help with a listing presentation, putting it together, a buyer consult, putting it together. If you need help with marketing any of your properties that you have, she can help with that. With using my Weichert, with doing the import, the coal to core is what I'm calling it, imports and mass emails and editing the email, making sure you're set up and things like that. Our best practice and what everyone's been doing is you do the first 2 weeks of the KV Core training program, you meet with Annabelle, you do the next 2 weeks, you meet with Annabelle and kind of get everything all together. So please keep her phone number in your phone. It's someone that you'll definitely want to have, and she's always available. So she's very, very good. And again, we have been having some pretty amazing successes with my Weichert. Oops, I didn't put in the slide I thought I did. Just again, I don't know. Let's see. Christine, can I unmute you? And do you mind just talking for a minute about what you've done so far?
Sure. I have kind of targeted the East Village and have had some pretty good success with it. I've gotten multiple clients just from sending an email. And I guess
Oh, I think we lost you again. You there? Oh, someone's dog's barking too. You can just mute yourself. So, Corinne, your dog. Okay, so basically, and I'll kind of sum it up for you again. And again, Christine spoke 2 weeks ago, but in the time since then, she sent out another email to the East Village. She's getting a co-op listing, 1,200 square foot co-op listing from sending an email, right? Someone was like, yep, I want to sell. I'm not in New York.
Can
Great.
you hear me?
Come and meet the people. Come and see it. You're going to get the listing. She's gotten clients. And again, I sent out the video on this this morning. I sent out the slides. It legitimately takes you about 2 minutes to download them from Cole Realty. It takes about a minute per one to put it into KV Core. You do have to wait a few hours, usually between 8 and 12 hours for it to upload, but then it takes about a minute to send the email address as well, the email as well. So it's pretty amazing and stuff like that. So just really take advantage of this system for the email marketing, right? Right now we're not doing cold calls, we're not doing cold texting and things like that, but we can send out this email, and as soon as someone responds to you, you can call them back, you can text them, you can email them, you can do whatever you want. And people are gonna unsubscribe, but pick your neighborhood, send these out. Christine did an email about 2 weeks ago. She did another one this week, and it was the second one that got it. So you never know who's gonna react to something. A couple people have done it in Brooklyn, gotten some good successes. A couple people have done it in Jersey and gotten some successes. Again, we can do it wherever you're licensed. You can do it. If you want to target, if you want to target people in New York to move to New Jersey, and you can do that, right? The people with dual licenses can do that. And the same thing, if you're in New York and you want to target people in New Jersey, co-brand or talk to someone like to Julie, to Tanya with the 2 licenses, because it can be. Leon also has his license both in New York and New Jersey as well, so you can do it together with them. Again, there are tons of, and this is the whole thing about just do something, right? Just do something. There are tons of opportunities out there. There are tons of leads out there. There are people who want to buy. There are people who want to sell. There are people who want to rent. Street Easy, OpCity, Weichert, the 2 lead networks. If you don't have anyone you're working with and you're like, I don't know where my next client's coming from, tell me. We'll come up with a plan, right? If you put in an hour or 2 a week, that's it. That's all I'm asking for. An hour or 2 a week, you can be super duper busy. There's so many things out there. Again, I think I was talking to Christine earlier today, and she basically said that she has too many responses to these emails that she sent out. And so she needs someone to potentially help her. So if you want to work on some rentals right now, let Christine know, and other people, other experienced people have tons of business and they don't have enough help servicing it. So if you want to make money, and I hope you do, because I don't know why you're here if you don't want to make money, but if you want to make some money, let us know, because we can help you make money. So send me a text, an email, whatever it is, we'll get you going. Okay, so office openings, and Jamie touched on this for New Jersey, but here in New York, we are not 100% open right now, right? So the offices are not open. Basically, you are allowed to go to the office for 15 to 30 minutes or so. Again, they say 15. I'm saying if you've got to go for a little longer, you can do it. You need to print, if you need to scan, etc. We cannot bring clients into the office yet. You have to wear PPE, wash your hands, do things like that. But you can go in, get files, take files. That's not a problem. We are not going in and working for the full day yet. I'm not even doing that yet because we are not allowed to in New York City. So we are going in sporadically if we need to get stuff, but this is not yet a go to the office and work from there time period. We do not know when that's going to be. That's basically, I think, phase 5 when we can fully go in. It's going to be reduced up until then. So we're kind of on our way to getting there, but we're not there yet. So again, if you need more time in the office, let me know. We can work something out, or if you need support somehow. I know a lot of people are itching to get out of the house, but we're not quite there yet in New York, even though numbers are looking good and things are starting to kind of get better. Tomorrow, regional call session and actually company-wide call session. What we're doing is we're calling our sphere of influence, right? We're on a call together. Again, you can mute the call in the background. We're tracking. We're also going through and calling Weichert lead network, old leads and things like that. If you're on lead network, you can make these calls and potentially get some clients. We have 2 new renter clients from the call session last week and 1 new sale client. So again, it is productive. There are things in there. There are people who are looking to buy, sell, and rent. That's going to be tomorrow from 10:30 to 12:30. I'll send out the link for it. Again, the idea is that we do it together. We kind of type in when we find stuff. It's nice to see what other people are getting and that these calls are productive, right? You know, every time we do them, we uncover clients. And it's just to focus yourself, right? To take a little bit of time and say, okay, I'm going to call everyone in my phone book and just sit there and do it, right? And to do it with other people virtually. So it's kind of a nice thing. Friday, our dialogue this week, and again, I put up the recording of the second half, but Suzanne did a really great job last week talking. This week, Annabelle's going to be talking, and she's going to be talking about budgeting both time and money, and how to be successful with doing that in New York. That's going to be at 12. Same Zoom link we're on right now. So I'll send out a reminder for that as well. It should be about 40 minutes or so. We have some congratulations. So Christine, congratulations. She just did her 2nd rental, so she's accelerating in her split, which is awesome. She did a rental in the building that she's in, and again, she talked to her landlord. There were some availabilities. She got the opportunity to advertise it, and she got a ton of responses to it, and she's working with some of these people that responded to her. So being able to put 1 rental listing up on StreetEasy for a day or 2 got her a bunch of clients. And again, sometimes it's just talking to your landlord. Maybe in your building, maybe if you're in a rental, there's an availability, and that's a great way to kind of get started. Michelle, Eunice, and Stephanie, they have a ton of new rental listings. So Eunice and Stephanie at 232 East 12th Street, Michelle and Eunice at 25 Parade Place. They also have a couple others in Brooklyn. So if you know of anyone looking to rent, you can definitely reach out to them in Brooklyn and get a sense of their inventory for rental listings. Again, one relationship with one owner can turn into a ton of deals. So just think about who you're talking to, what you're talking to them about, and that real estate is coming up. And say, hey, can I advertise this for a week? That's all I'm asking for. I don't want an exclusive, and it can get you, a career's worth of business. Julie, again, congratulations on her signed contract on a new development in Midtown. First deal, pretty big deal. She got a great savings for her buyers, which was amazing. And now, hopefully not right quite yet, but she'll also be getting a listing from them, which she's mentioned to us. Congratulations to Will Wade. He just did I think $35,000 a month rental in the Hamptons for the summer. So great way to start off. 1 month rental for a client of his. Voss has done a number of deals at 245 East 64th Street. Again, a building where he just became friendly with the leasing office and they started giving him leads. And now he does, 2/3 of his business from that connection. So again, it's all about building yourself up and building up the network that you have. You never know who you can talk to that might have a cousin who owns a building or who has someone that you can help out. And again, if you don't have those connections, that's okay too. We have open listing landlords where you can advertise on RentHop and get leads off that way additionally. New listings and listings needed. So this is a time for people who, either have a listing they'd like to mention to everyone, or if you have a client that's looking for something and you cannot find it, just let us know and we can see if anyone knows of anything. I'll start it off with, and this is not a new listing, but I have a 2-bedroom, good size, probably about 800 square feet, co-op on 21st Street between 7th and 8th. It's listed at $975. The owner wants to sell it, nicely renovated, small bedrooms, but really great space, great layout, low maintenance. So if anyone has anyone looking for a 2-bedroom under $1 million, this is a great block of Chelsea, very quiet, good space. Anyone else have any listings coming up or anything they're looking for a client?
Jason, my listing, 340 West 11th Street,
Great.
$28.50 a month. Adorable, small, but beautiful little sweet spot in the West Village. Beautiful
Awesome.
courtyard. It's no fee, but if you guys have somebody, I will pay you.
That's great. So there's anyone who's on RentHop, you can advertise it as a no fee and work something out with Karen. So that's great.
We also have Suzanne and I have a 1-bedroom coming up for $29 at 245 West 35th Street, I think it is, 35th Street. It's a very nice post-war building, sunny, big 1-bedroom, 29, coming up in August.
Awesome.
Jason, does your thing in Chelsea have a washer dryer in the unit?
It doesn't, but there is one in the building. They don't allow them to be installed in this building.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Anyone else have anything? Tanya, anything you want to talk about your stuff? Tanya? Oh, okay. Guess not.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
hear me now? Okay. So yeah, this is Jersey side. I have 4 rental listings in Jersey City for anybody who wants to be close to the Grove Street path. Studio, 1-bedroom, and 2 3-bedrooms. But I'm looking for something in Harlem, a mixed use for a client. Budget can be $2 million up. Really ideally in between like 115th and 130th on the west side, preferably, but open. And yeah, they're looking to move very quickly. So if anybody has any friends who want to move, any buildings that they know of, like I'm, very, very much so on the hunt for this.
Awesome. Thank you, Tanya.
Thanks.
And that's it. That's it for me. Again, the biggest thing right now that I can say, and I think is very evident from kind of everything that's going on, is that there is business out there. And if you are wanting to make money, let me know. We'll set up a plan. We'll get you going. Again, I just to push the power of the My Weichert system, and I'm going to call her out. So Kasha sent an email yesterday. She got a response from it of someone in her neighborhood who's looking to rent her apartment, right? 1 day, 1 rental. Now she's hopefully going to get her first listing, and then she's going to get clients off it, and boom, she's going to make her career in the neighborhood. So that's how it works. It is potentially that easy, right? This is a tool that no one that I know of else is using this in New York City. So pick your neighborhood, send out some emails, see what happens, keep following up with people, keep reaching out. But the power of the system is pretty amazing and pretty great. So I will leave it at that. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. If you need me, I'm available all afternoon today. Just give me a call. And one more thing. So just again, I think I mentioned this at the meeting on Friday, but one of the great things is that within our 2 offices, right, we have coverage from the eastern end of Long Island, through Connecticut, through New Jersey, basically all of New Jersey, all of New York State. Right? I mean, people who will do all the way upstate, people who will do all the way to the Jersey Shore. We can cover anywhere. So if you have someone who says, hey, I want to move, or hey, I want to rent something in X place, let me know, and I can put you in touch with the agent who has that. And again, I really am proud of this fact that we have such broad coverage because we can keep everything in-house and help each other out. So that's it for me. Have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week. And if I haven't talked to you in a while, I'll probably give you a call today just to check in and see what we can do to get you going. But tons and tons and tons and tons of business out there. And for anyone, again, if you're on relocation, we started getting relo clients again. Op City, we're getting more leads through Op City right now. Weichert Lead Network gets picked up as well. So there are people that are starting to move and stuff is getting hot. It feels like the spring market. So take advantage of it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Jason.